Listen to me. The best gift you can give yourself is loving yourself, is loving you, and living the best of your life before parting away from this earth. Listen, a lot of you worry too much. You care about those who love you, those who does not love you. Like, you care about those who does not love you. Most especially those who don't care about you. If people don't care about you, can't you care for yourself? Listen to me. You are a special being. People don't like you, right? People don't want to be with you. Then be by your side. Be alone. Some of you care too much. You care too much for others. You displease yourself. Have you bothered to ask yourself, these people you are caring for, did they even care about you? Listen. Yourself first. If you care about yourself, every other thing will be added. Now, for instance, you see as Queen Goddess, I remember those days. You see this mistake you are making now. I also made it past years, like in the past. I always put other people first. It's not that I don't love myself. I am this type that loves herself so much. I value myself. I respect myself. And I love myself. And I live the best life of myself. Guess what happened? Because of the circumstances of the world. Because I am a child that grew up without fatherly advice, without motherly advice, without family advice, without friends' advice, without lovers' advice. Me that you are seeing as a queen today. If I tell you that I grew up alone and I teach myself the things I know today, you won't believe me. It's not that I don't have families. But, in fact, it's a long story. Me becoming what I became today, all glory belongs to Ogene, the Supreme God, my oceans, my ancestors, and the universe. You know, while growing up, if you don't have a modern advice, or a parent, let me just put it generally, father, mother, parents' advice. Parents means father and mother. Are you getting me? When you don't have their advice, if you are not a child who is very special, it is difficult to grow and be matured and have wisdom and knowledge and well behaving. Is very difficult. You don't have families who gives you advice when you are growing up. Do you know it's very difficult if you don't have that wisdom? For example, most especially if you did not reincarnate, if you are not blessed with wisdom and knowledge from the spiritual world, do you know it's not really easy to be my kind of a queen? As I always say, I remember those days. I say to myself, when God and the ocean finally make me better, I am always going to be using myself for example, as an example, without being ashamed of it, of my past, or how I become who I am, who I will be. That was there. That was my covenant. And if you see, as you can see, that is exactly what I'm doing in all my video, because it was my covenant. When I get myself better, when I get better, like those days when I used to go to psychologists, I was traumatized by the wicked of the humans, how people treated me in the past, the trauma I went through. I was devastated. It was not really easy. It was the help of psychologists in Germany, where I live here, that makes me better person. You know, when somebody grow up grow up in a traumatizing way. I'm not talking about Nigeria. When I was living in Nigeria, I didn't have all this brutal experience that much. But you see, when I left my country called Nigeria, when I crossed to overseas, enter Libya to abroad, I went through a lot of traumas. I went through a lot of traumas that makes me to be depressed. So those depression now makes me to look down on myself. Now make me to look low on myself, look myself so low, whereas I was not like that. Because of the circumstances of this head of this generation, it now makes me to be looking down on myself. I was so fragile. I don't like to speak. I was like, because of traumas of individuals, of the experience. But with the help of psychologists, and to conclude all, to answer my calling, after answering my calling, and I begin to have more love for myself. If you see, in those days, I love people with passion. I still love them now, but I put myself first before others now. My well-being, my mental health, myself, I put it all above any other things. But do you know, in those days, I don't do this. When it comes to family, I can eat rice without meat. My own is to send money to families, to help them, to help individuals. Like me, you can't imagine. I wish a lot of people can be able to come out and say, Queen Mother, you have helped me with money. Is it musicians? Do you know how many people Queen Mother have helped? Even when I have nothing, just a little, I will share. Do you know many people I have blessed with this my tongue, with this my big lips? Today they are doing well. I have prophesied in many of their lives that today they are doing well for themselves. Do these people remember me? No. Can they boast enough and say, I, Queen Goddess, I am the one who declare in their life, who pray that make them who they are today? Can many of them? You can't imagine what I have done in this earth that I came. Even before answering my spiritual calling, I have been helping, but never found who will help me. Sometimes I cry. Why is my own different? I go 100 miles to help people. I help people, but I don't find who help me. Why? All those things make me to be traumatized, to be depressed. I started looking down on myself, not loving myself anymore. But you see, the day when I go through all the traumas, I went to psychologists with the help of psychologists and the white people. That is why I don't play with my white people. If you're talking bad about my white people, I can fight you, because they have really helped me in different ways. They made me who I am today. They bring back my sanities. To conclude all, I don't want to make a long story. And finally answering my calling, I start loving myself. Even when I even answered my calling, I was putting people before me. But when they put pepper in my eyes and betray me, I start putting myself first. I start loving myself. I start giving myself peace and living the best life. As I am now, if I leave this world today, don't cry for me, celebrate me, because I have lived. In fact, I am living the best life. I will advise you to do the same, because there is nothing in this earth. We all came to this earth to live in society age, then we are going to go back. My love, live the best life. That is the only gift you can give yourself. by loving yourself. That is the gift. Peace.